The abyss of hell. Martin, a weary 45-year-old, awoke in a place that defied logic. The ground beneath him was slick with something wet and foul-smelling, and the air reeked of sulfur. Above him, a sky churned with dark, crimson clouds that twisted like tortured souls. Distant echoing screams reached his ears, sending chills down his spine. Disoriented, he stumbled forward, hoping to find a way out of this hellish nightmare. Each step he took seemed to lead him deeper into an inferno of shadows and despair. The landscape was jagged, a maze of burning cliffs and rivers of molten rock. Twisted figures, half human, half beast, writhed in agony along the path, their eyeless faces turned toward him as he passed. The screams grew louder as he ventured further, gnawing at his sanity. The shadows seemed to have a life of their own, darting toward him, whispering in tongues he could not understand. His heart pounded wildly, each beat a deafening drum in his ears. He tried to wake himself up, pinching his arm until it bled. But nothing changed. This was real, or felt more real than any dream ever could. Ahead, a colossal gate of blackened iron loomed, its surface writhing with grotesque faces trapped within. As Martin approached, the faces began to wail, their eyes glowing with an unholy light. He wanted to turn back, but something unseen pulled him forward, urging him toward the darkness beyond the gate. Suddenly, hands, cold, skeletal, and covered in festering sores, reached out from the shadows, seizing him. Martin screamed as they dragged him into the abyss, a void filled with infinite horror. The last thing he heard before everything went black was a voice, deep and resonant, whispering, "You can never leave." With a jolt, Martin awoke in his bed, drenched in sweat. His heart raced as he glanced around his darkened room. Relief washed over him. It was just a nightmare. He laughed nervously, wiping his face with trembling hands. But then he heard it. The same distant screams, now echoing from the hallway outside his door. Do not go to sleep tonight. Subscribe if you dare to watch more dark chills.